G'day and welcome everyone. This is Emric XV's Build and Survive series, and I'm going to show you the best worst redstone tutorial ever. I really hope you enjoy this one. Have a look at these pumpkin farms and let me know what you think is the fatal flaw. So let's do it. Okay, so these are the farms that we're talking about here. I'm going to take you for a quick walk because there is an error with these farms. This farm here I built in my tutorial video, and we're going to have a look at that, but I really wanted just to get this one right and show you what we need to make this farm. So let's go and have a look at what you need to get that farm built. It's pretty simple. These are the materials. You're going to need a bucket of water. You're going to need some stone and some chests, a hopper, some pieces of dirt, a garden hoe, a lever, some glass. I use glass to keep the fruit from flying away, some fence posts, whatever your choice is, to look after the water, melon seeds or pumpkin seeds, and then the redstone, a piece of redstone, redstone repeater, and finally a piston. So let's Okay, and welcome back. So as you can see, I'm just building this little melon farm here, and you can do it for melons and pumpkins. It's a pretty straightforward little design. So I've just built this one already, and I'll try and replicate another one just next door here now. So it's pretty straightforward. So just start with a couple of chests, and you can place your chest down basically. Now where is it? 2 chests here, and then you've got the water source there, so you put a hopper in behind facing that chest just like that, and then you grab some dirt, because the dirt is where you're going to basically place the seed, and then as you can see, I use this little fence panel, this little fence panel sort of scenario for setting up the water so that the dirt stays hydrated. So it's a little bit fiddly, and I just try to make my builds look pretty neat and tidy. So I need a water bucket, which I should have tucked away in here. Don't need to throw me redstone, but basically, yeah, so you got the water just like that. Let's plant our melon seed in, so that's all good to go, and you'll see a repeater which is going to face the pumpkin, and then that will wrap around to basically power a piston, which I'm going to set up facing this direction, and just with a little bit of redstone to finish it off here. That's the basic setup for the system anyway. And I think to activate those pistons, I do need to obviously power a block next to it. So that's basically it. I'll enclose that in glass just to make it all look neat and tidy. And yeah. Okay, so you can see that I've enclosed those in glass over there now. And you can see that my melons and pumpkins are growing, but they're not actually getting harvested, and that basically means that this farm system is flawed. What's supposed to happen is the redstone is supposed to be used to activate the piston, and the piston then knocks these pumpkins off their perch, and you're supposed to be able to collect them without even having to be here. So as you can see, it's not working because we've actually got the plant in the wrong spot. So I'm just going to get a few bits and pieces here now, and I want to show you what you're supposed to do. So we're just going to get some seeds, and I'll give you an example. Over to this farm here, and as you can see, this plant is put in the wrong spot. That's where the pumpkin is supposed to be. Once the pumpkin goes there, the redstone signal can be sent through into that block to activate the piston. So this plant is in the wrong spot. So when the pumpkin is put in, it will wrap around, the redstone signal will wrap around into this block, power this piston, and then activate the pumpkin. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that by getting rid of this plant here, getting that area tilled, and that is where the seed is supposed to be planted. So just for this tutorial, I'm going to just drop a full pumpkin in here, and I'm going to show you what happens. There we go. So we've dropped the pumpkin in and it's activated, and I've picked it up. So now that system is working because the pumpkin actually completes the circuit. So what we really have to do is we have to make sure the seed is in this location and not in front of the piston. Once that's all done, the pumpkin should be able to be powered across to that tilled soil, and then the hopper should be able to collect it. So let's see if we can show you again. When I drop this pumpkin in, it's going to complete the circuit. It's going to knock it out, and you see that that pumpkin has just missed the tilled soil, so it's not going to get into the chest. So that's where the glass comes in. So let's grab this glass and let's enclose this area with glass. So once we've done that, it basically will mean that that this system should all be working. So we really just want to make sure that when the piston activates, it pushes the pumpkin straight over the tilled land, so the hopper grabs it. So we just got to enclose it all the way around. We'll put glass in over the water, and we'll put glass in over the top. So let's put a couple of blocks here, and then let's get a handful of blocks just to put in over the water here, and then that should basically get the job finished. So I'm going to probably grab my pumpkin here again, and I will show you how this works this time. So when we drop the pumpkin in, bang, and there you go, you see the pumpkin has been pushed over the tilled land, it's come through into the hopper and lands in the chest. So that's how you automate this system. So that's basically this tutorial all wrapped up. And what I've just got to do now is I've just got to replace these plants, put them in the right position, and we should have fully automatic melon and pumpkin farms. So this farm here is actually tileable. You basically have one lever that can activate 2 farms at a time, and you can make as many as you like. Now there are definitely other ways of doing this farm, but I like this one. I think it looks pretty neat and tidy, and when it's done right, it's good. Hey everyone, thanks very much for watching this episode. I still believe it is the best worst Redstone tutorial ever. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up to give me some support. Have a good one. Thanks very much.